as a seasoned cinema connoisseur with decades of film watching under my belt, I can't help but feel a twinge of nostalgia when reminiscing about James McAvoy's electrifying performance in the action-packed gem Wanted. The film, based on the comic book miniseries by Mark Millar and J.G. Jones, was an exhilarating ride that captivated audiences worldwide, myself included. Uh, as a movie enthusiast, I've always been intrigued by the lack of a sequel to the electrifying action movie, the name of the movie. In a fascinating turn of events, the director has shed light on the reasons behind this absence, revealing that he feels too aged to reprise his iconic role his Wesley loves, with action legends like Tom Cruise defying age with daring stunts at 62. One might think 45-year-old James McAvoy is still young. However, in an enlightening statement, McAvoy himself admits that characters such as Wesley are now roles for a younger generation, is inspired by the comic book miniseries of the same name by Mark Millar and J.G. Jones, narrating the tale of an ordinary office clerk named Wesley Allen Gibson, who uncovers his father's decades-long membership in a covert society of assassins. Starring alongside James McAvoy were prominent Hollywood figures such as Morgan Freeman, Angelina Jolie, Terrence Stamp, and Chris Pratt, contributing to the film's impressive $342 million box office return from its initial investment of $75 million. The success prompted plans for a sequel, but unfortunately it failed to materialize. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, McAvoy shed light on the obstacles that have stalled the production of a sequel, raising doubts about its ever being made. There were scripts presented for sequels, but they didn't meet the mark of excellence required. Hence, they never materialized. If an exceptional script had come along, I would have felt let down. However, we produced something that I take great pride in, and it continues to be well received. That my director, Timur Bekmambetov, was proud of it too. The studio and everyone involved were excited about it, and Reddit has managed to remain popular over the years. It's continually streamed and watched even by young people who weren't born when it was first released. I am content with what we accomplished, and
Don't want to dilute that success with a less than stellar follow-up of this.
Additionally, I'm too old to play Wesley anymore, as the role is now suited for younger actors, and wanted to could tap into a popular genre at the right time. Although McAvoy harbored reservations about reprising his role as Wesley, following a 16-year gap, the recent pattern of actors resuming their older roles has shown promise in certain instances. For example, Michael Keaton's current box office success as Beetlejuice. Given that action films have traditionally appealed to viewers and it evoke a sense of nostalgia, this blend could potentially strike a chord. McAvoy had earlier expressed his willingness for the film Wanted to explore new paths. As far back as 2012, the actor shared with IGN that a sequel was possible, but it wasn't a necessity for him. Moreover, he hinted at the idea of a reboot in the future as a more appealing prospect. And in that interview, he mentioned, I I took on the first film because I found the acting opportunity to be exceptional, regardless of its box office success or status as an action movie. I enjoyed the process immensely and hoped that would continue in the second film. My concern about a sequel was figuring out where the character could go next, since our movie largely revolved around his life journey. Uh, that journey has now been completed, leaving us with the question of what to focus on for the movie. Perhaps they'll introduce a new character, a young lead, in future installments in modern apology, represented apology. The central theme of the Wanted series is how becoming an assassin transformed my character's life. Is currently streaming on Max